we got our gimmick down, man. We can take our show on the road. Let me
live.
Coming at you live. Just gonna pull up my chat stations.
We already got Biggie Shaq in the house. We got Genome Presents rocking it. He's ready for bed soon, so we got to make this one quick.
Oh, yeah. Biggie Shaq and Genome. Oh, were they seeing me the whole time and I couldn't figure out my shit?
No, but you can jump in and start chatting the moment you created the thing.
Oh,
so
got it.
I was letting them know that there were some audio issues, and we were working through them. But we got Poor Mike, Perry Comics. What up, y'all?
Hey. We're gonna do a little, new comic book day chat for a little bit until White Whale, John's Comics, and our boy Comics Misexplained is the guest on that show today, so that's exciting.
Yeah. All right, so what'd you pick up today?
Shit, dog. As far as hard copy stuff, I did read some digital stuff, but the stuff that I got in the flesh, I caught the back issue of Edge of Spider-Geddon #3.
Okay.
Because specking on this dude, this is the first appearance of what do you call it? Petey and Spider-Ben. So that's like Uncle Ben with Spider-Man powers and like a young Peter Parker. And I don't know. I just feel like all that Edge, that Spider, whatever that movie was.
Yeah, that was a damn good movie.
Yeah, it really was. So sometimes these little cool alternate versions might be something to it. So got that at cover price. But for the new stuff, I had to go with the Batmans. I got my 2 Batman issues. Did you get this cover of Detective? I hope you did.
Of course I got this cover of Detective.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, baby. Right here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me be quiet while you show it. Show it one more time.
One more time. Live and in color. Batman Detective 998. We're rounded down to that 1,000, brother.
This thing is so beautiful. Like a 3-headed. What's pretty dope that, because, Batman on top of a gargoyle, it's not exactly new territory. But, that 3-headed, it's like a 3-headed Hydra type deal. Dope.
No,
with the church window in the back. Oh, my God, I love it.
Yeah, also got Batman Who Laughs. This is a hell of a cover for the Batman Who Laughs #3. This is the variant cover, which you also got. But
I feel you, man. This was the one right here. This was the one. Who Dat Comics? What's up, brother?
Hey, Who Dat
Comics, Unruly Simeon, the boss, the man.
How did you not get Liefeld's Superman?
I know. I left it there on the shelf, man.
Oh.
I debated it.
Yeah. It's not the best Superman image you've ever seen, but I've been reading all the issues, so I was gonna pick it up no matter what. And yeah, it's Liefeld, all right.
There's something kind of nostalgic about it, right?
Yeah, no, he definitely it looks like someone put on a Superman costume almost, and it's not quite Superman.
Right. It's definitely not getting Clark Kent vibes from that picture.
But no, he has he does a really, the way he squares off the jaw, it's typical Liefeld. He's got
in those little noses that he does. He always does those little half noses.
But usually when Superman has this kind of scowl on his face, his eyes are glowing red too. So that would have been cool to have some heat vision action going on here with, some radiating light coming up. That would have popped it off just right. But yeah, this is a cool cover.
I do feel like it's kind of almost historic. Like Rob Liefeld doing Superman. He's been in the game for a long time, and he has never done a Superman comic that I know of.
Yeah, I haven't researched it yet, but it was surprising as all hell. And that was the variant cover. It wasn't like the prime cover, cover A or whatever. So.
What up, Bake the Snake? What's shaking,
Bake
baby?
the Snake. You got Unruly Simeon up in this. Perry Comics. Oh, he was already here.
And
We didn't forget about you, Perry.
did you cop? Did you cop Avengers?
I did.
No Road Home.
I didn't read it yet, though. I
Let me
didn't
see.
get enough time.
Let me see, because there was like 6 or 7 covers of this thing. Which one did you
Yeah,
get?
I think I got cover B.
Can I see?
Yeah. Cover B right here. This is the cover
What's
B.
all that black shit? It looks like Venom symbiote.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting infected with some sort of business. It's not good, I tell you that much.
I feel like I got a pretty good deal. I got the Mark Brooks. Mark Brooks did 2 variants. I'm a huge Mark Brooks guy. And this was the Mark Brooks 1 in 25 variant. But I only paid $10 for it, which ain't bad for a 1 in 25.
Oh, yeah, no.
I just love that. There's something about the way he drew Hawkeye on this fucking cover that is like pimping. I really like it. It's a nice cover.
Yeah.
See,
so mine
said it was 19 at his
cover
spot.
F. Mine was cover F. So, yeah. But did you read yours yet?
I did. And you know what I can tell you about that is it's not bad. Because I'm not up on the Avengers at the moment. So I was like totally out of the loop. I figured let me just see what this is about. Pretty much all the characters on that cover are the major players in the story. And that's not always the case. Sometimes you get like on some of these recent X-Men covers, you'll get mad characters on the cover that don't even really appear in the book or are not relevant to the story.
Yeah.
But this is, Vision and Hawkeye, Hercules are like major players. And you know what's dope is like the Immortal Hulk is part of the Avengers team. So this is the first time that I'm seeing. I almost consider like Immortal Hulk almost like its own thing. It's like definitely a different version of Hulk, that I'm used to. So it's the first time. It's cool to see this Immortal Hulk interacting with Avengers. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's like a devious bastard.
I also picked up the Wonder Woman Art Germ variant.
Ooh.
This little guy right here, looking real good. Probably not reading it. You know how that goes. It's what we call a cover shop in the business.
Cover grab.
Cover grab.
That's what we call the old hot chick cover grab.
Yeah, I keep falling for it every time. I always fall for the banana, but it's all good. And then, because I didn't get it last week, I found this little sucker at the comic shop.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That'll get read at some point tonight, so I'll be up to date on that. And then, because I love Scarlet Spider, I found 2 #1 issues of Scarlet Spider from back in 1995.
Yeah, I've always dug Scarlet Spider.
Yeah,
that costume design is dope.
Yeah, no, that's the costume. Do you ever play Spider-Man on PS4?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's the costume I use full time. Is the Scarlet Spider.
I was rocking that costume too in the game.
Yeah.
What up, Rags?
Yeah. What did you think of Batman Who Laughs, #3? Did you read that yet?
I did read it, and you know what? I'm a Batman. I'm all about my Batman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I can't get into this Batman Who Laughs gimmick. Like, he looks fucking cool as shit. Like, these covers are awesome. I like him, that's for sure. Take care, Gino. Hard times, baby. I really like the way he looks. I guess I like the concept. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't read Dark Knight's Metal. I would just see this dude with a bunch of little demon robins on leashes and shit. And I'm like, damn, that looks visually crazy. But, it's not doing much for me, storyline-wise. What do you think? I mean, there's definitely cool moments. I don't know. I don't know what to think of it.
Yeah, this is one of them stories where, I look at it a lot like Heroes in Crisis. Like, I'm reading it. I'm looking forward to the next issue. but it has to end on a really good note. And I don't mean a happy ending. I mean, it just needs to end really well. And if it's dull or it doesn't, it's not very insightful, or it needs, if it's boring or a dud, it ruins the entire series. And if they make it just epic, the last issue is just amazing, and they conclude the story well, then it'll be cool. But to me, the thing I was thinking about with him is, if he's like, what would happen if Batman became the Joker? Well, it kind of puts Joker at a real big second fiddle. Like, what could the Joker's not even a supervillain at that point. If
Yeah, I don't. It's weird. I feel like there's not really like I don't know. It's strange. And what's really weird is, like, I wish it was like just Bruce Wayne Batman interacting with all this crazy shit around him. Like Bruce Wayne Batman interacting with Batman Who Laughs and Grim Knight Batman, right? And then just let's see how that plays out. But it's like right from the first issue. I mean, I guess you'd call this spoiler, but right from the first issue, Batman gets infected with like the Batman Who Laughs thing. So the Joker serum. So there's so even our main Batman is now infected with the Joker thing. So he's like Batman Who Laughs. Then there's the OG Batman Who Laughs. So it's like, I wish they didn't do that. Let me just see Batman interact with these two motherfuckers. So it's, I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of a clusterfuck. What up, Chad? 90 Miles from Comics.
Yeah.
He's the man.
The thing that gets me about comic books, especially with DC Comics, I'd say ever since Rebirth happened, is I don't really know what order these books are truly coming out in. Like, when did this happen compared to the main titles that we're reading right now?
Yeah, you can go down a rabbit hole with that. That must be so hard to do, of like, to have all these different writers that with their own series, like, to try to make it a big cohesive continuity. Like, I don't know if I necessarily expect that from the comics that I read, because it seems tricky.
Hey, Stay Puft 1983, what up, dude?
Stay Puft, my man.
He's been pretty cool on Instagram. He's always cool on Instagram, but as of late, Stay Puft has been doing a Black History thing where he's cosplaying as a different character every day, which has been pretty cool.
Dude, Stay Puft has one of the most legit Instagrams. He's one of my favorite IGs for sure. And I think if I'm not mistaken, he'll sprinkle in some, like, all the shit that I like. He's got his comic stuff in there. He sprinkles in some like old school hip hop, some 90s hip hop. And then he'll also sprinkle in a little pro wrestling, if I'm not mistaken. So Stay Puft's my guy. Speaking of my guy, SWP GOAT 99 is my G.
What up?
Hey, he's like, that ain't me dressing up, bro. He's not a cosplayer.
Well, I've never seen his face, so I don't even know what I'm talking about then.
His wrestling write-ups. What's that? Does he have a write-off like Erwin Arsheister's finishing move? The write-off?
So, did you read Flash 64?
I didn't. No.
That's a Heroes in Crisis tie-in, and that's
in Batman, right? And Batman's mixed up in there.
So it started with the last issue of Batman, and then it jumped into Flash 64, and then it's a 4-issue miniseries, kind of delving into what happened, and Gotham Girl is a part of it. So it's pretty cool. I like seeing angry Flash, and Flash has been angry a few times in this, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was thinking of reading that. I'll probably have to peep that one, check that one out before I go to bed here on the digital tip.
Yeah, I got the A cover on that.
That's why
A cover.
You see?
A cover right here. You got Batman, Flash both laying on the floor, and seems to be a bit of blood on the ground as well. They've been having a good time.
Peace out, Chad. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, the
Hey.
cover's cool because you can see like the Gotham Girls shadow in the background. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been good though. It's called The Price of Innocence Part 2. Been digging that one.
You want to here's my knife. Want to see me unbox something real quick?
Hell yeah! Open that shit.
I got my you know how White Whale Comics did an auction the other day?
Oh, you got that today?
Yeah, it just arrived. I think. Do you recall? You remember what I won? Like, where's my fucking knife?
I do not recall what you won, but now I'm wondering if mine came. I didn't. Oh,
stand back, yo.
Dude, that'll cut you up.
Oh yeah.
Do you wonder how I got these scars?
It's like, please do not bend. You gotta
like the mailman was gonna fold it up and put it in his pocket until he read that shit.
It's almost like just writing it on there as a courtesy, but you know a mailman is like, he's giving zero fucks about that note.
Hey, but I'm gonna stop talking here so you can watch the unboxing. But White Whale boxes up comic books probably better than anyone that's mailed something to me. So
good. And his I don't want to be flashing my address and shit, but he's got.
I think you already did.
Yeah, I know. Come at me, bro. Come at me.
You got that knife, man. That's a losing proposition.
Make me use this thing. That was funny when you. What's that Joker line that you said?
You wonder how I got these scars?
Oh yeah. You don't know how I got these scars. He licks his lips a whole bunch, huh? The Joker.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Biggie Shack, what are you talking about? I got a beast coming.
D got a beast coming. I don't know how to decipher Biggie Shack. Biggie Shack. Oh, you know what I gotta do? Maybe I'll just make a video since this will kind of be like my new comic book day video. I don't know. We'll see. But I got a giveaway to do. Last week, I did like that little quick 300 sub deal. So I got to raffle off a winner for that. I will. Yo, and something crazy came in also. I got some sketch covers that I sent off to get done from an artist. The artist of Ogre.
Okay.
Source Point, Ogre. See, I sent him off 2 commission covers. I had him sign this. See that little signature there? I might make a whole separate video for that. But dude, crazy. Crazy. I never had anyone, I've never done that before, like send off a book for sketch covers. And it was a pretty cool spread.
So yeah, Biggie was talking about I won Geeks, Drinks, and Comics little hidden contest that he had at the end of one of his videos, and the prize was X-Men number 14.
The Juggernaut?
No, that's first appearance of Sentinels.
Oh, Sentinels. Yeah, dude, I remember that. I seen that. It was like chilling on his coffee table or something.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great one. All right, y'all. Yes, expertly packaged, mad blue tape and shit.
And it had the little pull tabs on it, so you didn't have to pick at it. Like,
he's a straight gentleman. Dude, I'm pumped for these books. Like, these
you got the Green Lantern run.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, I think I bid on that too, but I backed out.
You did. You did. I was determined. So this one's the first Kyle Rayner, right? First Kyle Rayner. That thing's in clean shape too. Because this is just such a sick trio of books. It's like, so first Kyle Rayner, then the Rings on Rings on Rings cover, aka the Tom Brady cover. Then is this first appearance of Parallax? Right?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. I was reading that like as it came out.
Oh,
You know,
really?
it was so good. Yeah, dude, and
I'm
it
just
was,
thrilled. I'm thrilled to fucking cop these, bro.
and I'm pumped, man, because like I didn't even like Hal Jordan that much back then. You know, so like it was kind of cool to see him become a villain, and then when watching him come back made him my favorite Green Lantern.
Mm. And I'm gonna read these too because I've never read the story. So
So you know why he went nuts?
no, not really. Mm.
Cyborg Superman blew up Coast City, all of it, during
Ooh.
the Reign of the Superman crossover.
Oh, so this dropped right around Death of Superman?
Yeah, it
Era?
came up right after Superman came back. This kind of jumps into that.
Dude, I fucking love that cover. He looks so diabolical. And that's insinuating that he basically has murked all the Green Lantern Corps, right? And taken their rings.
Yeah, there's a lot of Green Lanterns that didn't do so well.
Yeah.
You get to see him throw down with Sinestro in that book. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, these are gonna get read up for sure.
So these are the two books that I got recently that I was really pumped about. Comic book store had a big ass sale. Got Wolverine 1, just a classic cover. Never had this book before.
Where did you get that? When did you get that?
Just earlier this week.
Just at a shop.
Yeah, on Sunday at it's called Captain Jack's Comics in Bloomington, Minnesota.
Oh.
And they were doing half off or $1 everything in their long boxes, and then 60% everything off on their wall. So I scored this book for $15. Just insane.
That is a good
And then
deal. Because I got that book this year as well, and I think I paid like double that, like $30.
Yeah. And then in the Comic Tom mystery mail call, I got Walking Dead number 53. And if you see me open it up on my video, I didn't even know that it was a big ass issue. You know, and it's the first appearance of Abraham and Eugene, and I forget her name, but huge issue. I never read the comic books, but I love the show. And then when I
First
posted this
appearance of who?
of Abraham, the dude with the red hair, and then he kind of got his eyeball knocked out when he was by damn it, who's the dude with the bat? Negan.
That's racist. Don't say that.
What did I say? Oh, Negan is his name. Negan.
I don't appreciate that language.
don't put that kind of hatred on me.
I'm really out of the loop on Walking Dead comics and show. I think I watched like the first season.
Okay.
But that's pretty legit. I got on one of my mystery mail calls, I got one of the mystery bags that they were doing. And I got a black and white version of First Michonne.
Oh wow! So when I
stole
posted
it
that,
because I don't give a fuck about Walking Dead.
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send that to CGC, because that's a 9/8 candidate right there. And then CGC has these really cool custom labels that have like a picture of a zombie on it, covered in blood and all that. But it was cool when I put that up on my Instagram. Comic Tom sent me a video thanking me for putting that up on Instagram, because he said a bunch of people didn't believe that he had more than one copy or some shit like that. And I thought that was kind of cool that he actually
legit,
checked it out, looked at it. But,
yo, it's the Trace Amigo Comics Most Wanted AM in the house. Good to see you, man. How did New Comic Book Day go for us? It went pretty good, man. I was just showing him. I just unboxed these. These are some. What do you call it? These are some. What do you call it?
First appearances.
First appearances, auction wins.
Auction
was the word I was looking for. First appearance of Parallax. So number 50, 49. The Rings on Rings, a.k.a. Tom Brady cover. Number 49. No, I'm not going to get sick of that joke. Number 48, first appearance of Kyle Rayner. So I stepped up my Green Lantern game big time because I really don't have any Green Lantern to speak of. The only Green Lantern I have is the Silver Surfer Green Lantern team up book.
Yeah, I got that one too.
And the only new comic book they pick ups is Batman Who Laughs, the 1 in 25 Mark Brooks Avengers, No Road Home, and of course, that Detective Cover B is Hot Fire.
Yeah, my new comic book day had Liefeld Superman. That's Superman number 8. I had cover A, Batman Who Laughs. I also bought cover B because I'm a fiend. I got, trying to see it on the video. Oh, this is Detective Comics 998, that awesome variant cover. I got Flash number 64, The Price number 2. Then I got Avengers Road to something, no Road Home number 1. This is the F cover.
It's a good read. I recommend it.
All right. I picked up Wonder Woman Art Germ. She's looking good.
That read sucks. I don't recommend it.
Wonder Woman?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Then I picked up Dive 3 from last week. It's my normal LCS does not have it. Dude, my main LCS today had a weather delay, and their books are still in Chicago. I had to go like 2 towns over to buy comic books today.
Yo, Comic Knight asked me. He was just saying kudos on the Silver Surfer commission, and this I actually got this at a con. It's a print from Arvell Jones. He signed that mug right there. But Arvell Jones, he used to work for Milestone Comics, Marvel, DC, and then he worked for Milestone Comics. Remember how it was like all black characters? He was the one who created Hardware, who was almost like the Iron Man type dude. But this dude, he created Misty Knight, who Misty Knight, he was so nice. He sat and chatted up with me for a while. And he was kicking knowledge, letting me know that Misty Knight is technically the first black superhero, first black female superhero, because she was created 6 months before Storm. Storm's usually considered the first black female superhero, but technically it's Misty Knight. So yeah, man, he was cool. He gave me some fun facts. These are my 2 art prints. This one's probably off camera, but that's Billy Tucci, the guy who used to draw She, S-H-I, that 90s gimmick. Misty Knight does kind of sound like a porn star's name. DC Comic Queen, good to see you, homie. You had a fun
Comic Queen.
D Comic Queen. I think she wants to be called DC Comic Queen. No,
I 100% money guaranteed. D Comic Queen.
So it's D instead of like I'm D Comic Queen. I can respect that.
Yeah.
Just because I only think that because she's a big DC fan. You know, she's like Team DC, so I thought she was just representing.
I saw her on did a live stream like featuring her channel on Comics with Bueller, and she I think she had to correct him. But hey, D Comic Queen, which one is right? I'm D Runk. Other one's Comic Head. Who's got your name right?
I know it reads, and by the way, I know it reads as D Comic Queen, but when you say it, like like the D Comic Queen, I feel you.
When I first read it, I read DC Comic Queen too. It's just what my mind went to. But when I heard her correct him, I was like, oh, that's even better than DC Comic Queen. That's D Comic Queen. Like, I like that.
Yeah, I can live with that. That's fine. But she had a live stream last night, which was fun. It was. I was gonna message her because I wanted to ask her how she was doing that. Of like, she had like a separate screen on the side I'm guessing she was using OBS, maybe. I don't know, but I want to
And
know how to do that. Of like, she was showing images on the side.
that would save me so much time of editing and recording videos if I could do that live. Like, oh my god, like yeah, that
Pull up the
you message
screen.
her. Oh man, you message her and find out. Is that I would okay?
Yeah, OBS. Okay. You
Yeah,
know what?
that
Let
would
me. I know we're bleeding into the white whale show and stuff. But you know what? Real quick, how many people are in this chat? Can you see that, Tyrone?
17.
Okay.
We're stronger now than we have been at any point so far in this chat.
Let me show you guys one quick thing then.
One quick thing.
Because I'm probably not going to make a whole separate video for this bullshit. So I just received yesterday my first commission covers, right? So I'd never done that before. And it was so random how I did it. I just hit this dude up. It's the guy, Sean Daly. He's the artist for Ogre, Source Point Press. These have kind of been a hot books just because they're low print run. And I have number 1, number 2, and number 3. It's a 3-issue series. That's the whole series, right?
Mr. Miracle, how's it going? Hey, Bake the Snake said White Whale is in an hour, so we actually have plenty of time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So get comfortable.
Oh, I don't feel so stressed. All right. In that case, let me tell you a story about how I got this book commissioned. So I saw this dude's art online, and I just emailed him. I don't know what prompted me to do it. He's from Toronto. Oh, Comic Night, you're from Toronto. Nice. You and Mr. Miracle are both the homies from up north, the great north.
Canada, eh?
Yes, Samurai Grandpa. Yes, Samurai Grandpa. I think it's called Samurai Grandpa. Sean Daly. He has a really dope style. It's like almost like a cartoony style. So anyway, let's get to the commissions, right? He did 2 of them for me. Which one's better? I don't know. I'll just show you this one first. So I sent him 2 different books. I sent him a blank cover for Fantastic Four. And can you guess what character I told him to do on the Fantastic Four cover, D-Runk?
I'm thinking you dropped it with a little Galactus.
Galactus, baby. You know it. So he gave me a Galactus cover. He included the pencil sketch, which was cool.
Okay.
So this is not the cover. This is just like a little, sketch thumbnail.
Yeah, he did a little practice run before he.
Yeah. So there's the concept. So I was like, ooh, that looks cool. And then the cover itself is like that.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, that's pretty sick. I think he's using like watercolors for it, honestly. So that was cool. And I really like the Galactus. And honestly, I thought that I was going to like the Galactus one the most. Because the second one, it's not like a character I'm like passionate about, like Galactus. But I got to admit, I like the other one a little better. So the other one is Street Fighter #1. Street Fighter, the video game.
Hadouken!
Yeah. So I thought that was like a cool, like little outside the box type of comic to begin with. And so I'm like, yo, so I bought a blank Street Fighter because I didn't even have blank covers. First I hit him up and said, hey, will you do a fucking sketch cover? And when he said yes, then I went and like had to buy blank ones because I didn't even know what I was doing. But so anyway, I bought a Street Fighter. And for the character, I said, I chose Galactus. And then for the Street Fighter, I said, you pick. You pick the character. Right?
Yeah.
And dude, tell me not, he didn't bang out a fire Blanca cover
Oh wow.
Dude. I was like, hell yeah, dude. That is a sick fucking Street Fighter color. And it's like, it went really well with his style too, because if you notice, his main character, Ogre, in his story, is almost kind of Blanca-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like a big, kind of beefy green monster. So he was perfect for that. So I was for sure pumped on the Blanca. You know?
Very cool, man. That does it offend to ask how much that set you back?
Hell no. I don't give a fuck. Let's see. What did I pay? I'm trying to remember what I paid. Where did I pay? I remember it not being that bad. You know what? I'm going to tell you exactly. Because I don't like to talk jive. You know, D-Ron? So I'm going to tell you the real. I don't jive, brother. So I'm going to try to search it in my shit here. So you want to tell me something interesting in the meantime?
Yeah, no, we ain't about that jive life over here.
Nah, dude. One thing I don't do is jive motherfuckers on anything.
I know my Dan Jurgens custom sketch set me back 200. So.
Oh yeah, no, not even close. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's my email. Sean,
hey Bueller.
I'm a huge fan. Hey, Mr. Bueller. Thanks for joining, sir. I'm trying to find. I'm happy to take sketch covers. I draw them at the same cost as a 9x12, which was
Bueller, you ain't kidding, man. When Biggie Shaq gets in your chat, it gets lively.
Biggie Jack don't play. Anyway, I think it was like, I think the full color one.
Is grilling Bueller right now.
He works for Tom.
I'm sorry. All right. Oh. Oh. Biggie Shaq, you're gonna make me fucking cry over here, man.
What do you say?
No, you asked him if he worked for Comic Tom. He's what the fuck? Oh, I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm gonna have a sip of this.
Biggie Shaq keeps it real for sure.
If you don't know what Biggie Shaq is thinking, he'll tell you.
I want to say that I paid like $30 for like the Blanca, which is considered black and white, and like $50 or $60 for the color Galactus.
Dude, that's even if that's ballpark. That is.
Yeah.
That is, and based on the answer you said about the same price as a 9x12, it sounds like that would just be his going rate for anyone that signed up. But no, you definitely got those much cheaper than my Dan Jurgens sketch.
Yeah, but plus you got a sketch from freaking Dan Jurgens. I feel like I'm catching this dude on the if he blows up, I'm gonna feel like I got in early. But I like to get published And I also sent him. I didn't even tell him ahead of time. I just snuck it in there, the #1 for him to sign. I just snuck that in there and put a note and said, "Hey, can you sign my #1?"
Hell yeah.
But the way I feel about sketch covers is like, I only want a sketch cover from a published artist. Like, I see a lot of people sometimes, like on Instagram and whatnot, showing like custom commissions they got, but just from like, I don't know if I should call them, I guess, amateur artists. I mean, they're not published comic artists.
Yeah.
And I don't know, those don't really do it for me. I want to at least know that the motherfucker got published. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is that Dan Jurgens sketch that I was telling everyone about. Comic Head has seen it before, but anyone that hadn't seen it, that's Superman holding the Death of Superman cape, kind of like you'd hold the American flag. That was my grail book that I've been wanting to have done for a long time, and yeah, that sent me back to hundo. But damn it, if it wasn't worth it.
And that's a true. Is that all just pencil work?
Yeah, that's just pencil work.
I really like that about that cover. In hindsight, I almost wish that I got one of these covers, like, I don't know, pencil only. Like, there's something about a straight pencil cover that I really enjoy.
Yeah, no, it. I would like to see it get, like, inked and colored in too, but that'd be a different commission at a different time. But yeah, this is the one book that you could not get from me for my. Well, you probably could, but I'd have to be able to secure another one immediately in order to be willing to part with it.
Yeah, and I like that you got the red label on it. It's nice.
Yeah, that's why I went with the CBCS, because I wanted to have something that and they don't verify the sketch, they verify the signature. And he did, obviously he autographed it below, and then it says on the red label, it says verified sig Dan Jurgens sketch on cover. So obviously Dan Jurgens probably didn't sign a sketch that he didn't do. So I feel pretty secure in that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Now, PGX will verify your sketch.
Will they really?
Yeah.
Right.
No, they really will. Dude, that you could that might be a book to send off to them, what you just got done.
I know, right?
Dude,
yeah.
It's not, you won't be disappointed. I mean, it's not going to really increase the resale value that much, but if you want to preserve it and have it really, like, well, slabbed up, they do it for you.
You know what I enjoyed about just seeing Bueller in the chat made me think of, because I didn't know this, that Bueller is also a fellow Lost fan, because he was on John's Comics for Kids' first Get Lost show, Get Lost episode. And I was like, oh snap, I didn't even know Bueller is a big time Lost fan. He had the Lost Encyclopedia. I don't have that. I was like,
I didn't know there was one.
Dude, he's got the Lost Encyclopedia. He knows his stuff. That's for sure. I'm going to be on the second episode. I think we're going to do it the first week of March. We're going to get into We're going to crack into season 2, which is my favorite season. Mr. Miracle is also going to get down on it, I think. So, yeah, a lot of Lost action. Lost is in his top 5 shows. What other shows you got, man?
Yeah, count them down, Bueller. What else you got?
Yeah, what you got? Oh, Comics Most Wanted. By the way, if you're near a camera, brother, and you want to jump in here, I don't know if you went to the shop today, but let me know if you want to jump in the chat. We got a little bit of time until we'll do our courteous bow out, because I want to see those guys chat.
Breaking Bad, I was going to have that. That's in my top 5.
Breaking Bad. I think he's also going to say The Wire, Sopranos, X-Files. Okay. Want to hear some blasphemous shit? I've only seen like 1 episode of X-Files ever.
Oh.
I know, right? Whoa, he's hitting me with the unexpected. Boston Legal.
Why would they do a show that takes place in Massachusetts?
Home of the brave, home of the champions. Arrested Development, nice. Yeah, that's such a great comedy.
What's your top five?
My
Turn it
top
into a list. Yeah.
my top 5 shows. I almost I have to do like I have 2 different lists because there's my drama, basically 1 hour drama lists, right? And then my like sitcom comedy lists because it uses 2 different parts of my brain, you know. So um, Lost actually does not make my top 5 show.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it doesn't. Just because it didn't stick. It didn't stick the landing, in my opinion. Um, my top 5 shows would have to probably be, and I don't know about. I have to think about it to like put them in order. But the 5 of them is The Wire, Breaking Bad, The Wire, Breaking Bad.
And that's 4.
That's 4. One more. I mean, I think Game of Thrones, dude. I think Game of Thrones has to make the list.
You ready for some blasphemy?
Sopranos, yeah, you.
Never an episode of
I knew
Game
it.
of Thrones.
I knew it. I knew it about you.
Something about you I didn't like, and that now you've said it.
You're like a freaking. You're like Lord Varys, dude. You're like what do they call those guys? The guys that don't have they have no balls. They get castrated. What are they called?
Hey, we're live right now, man. I've got balls.
Yeah, right. I forget it's just a funny word. I forget it. Anyway, eunuch.
Yeah.
Anyway, so sorry. Yeah, Game of Thrones, Sopranos, Breaking Bad, whatever the fuck I said, The Wire. Is there a 5th one I have to pick? I feel like I'm forgetting about an obvious one that's like really good. I don't know. What's your top 5? I'll think of my 5th one.
All right. So Breaking Bad's in mine as well. So that's 3 people that have put their 5 out there. That Breaking Bad is probably my favorite show ever.
That's an example of a show that really stuck the landing. Like episode every season. Like most shows have a weak season here and there. Dude, Breaking Bad is consistently fire.
I think season 1 was their weakest season, and it wasn't even a bad one. It was just, they had to get through a lot of, kind of a depressing life situation that wasn't super exciting in order to build up into what it was going to be. And, the whole show was just phenomenal. I just finished rewatching that recently, and I was super excited about it. But
not many shows get better, as usually it's like they start out strong and then they kind of jump the shark, right?
Yeah.
That show got better. Like
in the first season, when if you're watching it for the first time, it's amazing. But then when you see the second season and the third season and the fourth, you're just like every season you just go, "What am I watching? This is nuts."
Keeps up in the ante. Yeah, I could almost say that about The Wire too. The Wire, I don't think really had a very weak season. Did you watch The Wire?
I did not, but I'll check it out.
So good.
What channel was that on? Was that
HBO?
Okay, so I don't ever have HBO, so I gotta get my buddy to log into my HBO Go account.
you got that buttoned up? Because if you need an HBO Go account, let me know, dude. I hold that thing out all the time.
That sounds good. No, I got to hook up.
All right, you let me know if you need it.
I can get that dialed in. I also put Daredevil in my top 5.
Ooh.
I absolutely love that show so much. What am I at now? 3?
2. You said Breaking Bad
and Daredevil. All right, that's my list. No, so I got a show. What the hell is it called? Flash Forward. Do you ever see that?
Fuck no.
Oh my god, dude!
What is that? That's your top 5 show. Flash forward.
So it was only one season, and it got murdered by the writers' strike.
Oh wait,
So
is that the show that they was it on ABC as well? They kind of like
yeah, so
around loft time.
yeah, everyone on Earth blacked out for like 2.5 minutes, all at the same moment, and everyone on Earth had a vision, like a hallucination of what is happening in their life 6 months, like from now. And dude, it is bananas, dude. It is. You watch that first episode, and you are just hooked. And they got enough warning that they were going to have to end the show because it lost steam from the writer's strike. But dude, it was such a damn good show. That one is one that I always am mad that it didn't get to keep going. I'm at 3.
Fast forward is in the top 5. Flash forward.
Yeah, Smallville. Love Smallville. And
not that easy.
Dude, what's the show with oh my god. It was on CBS. It's got Jim Caviezel.
NYPD Blue?
No, it's
Shield? No, that's FX.
Oh my god. All right. Talk while I Google.
My 5th best show might be like Deadwood was one of my favorite shows. Like HBO for me is just puts out such hot fire. Deadwood was a banging show. I already said Game of Thrones. Sopranos.
Person of interest. Poor Mike. Thank you. Person of interest.
Person of interest. You have an interesting list there, D-Runk.
Did you ever see Person of Interest?
No.
Then you shall not speak to me about Person.
You definitely need that HBO Go account. Have you seen Sopranos?
Yes.
Okay. Wasn't quite doing it?
Oh, I love the show. It's not in my top 5.
No. It's no flash forward.
The ending, I'll never get over their ending for Sopranos.
Well, how awesome it was?
Yeah, that's it. That's why I no.
You were mad on the ending?
Yeah. Dude, you can't have a show go that long and leave it with that. Like, why? And I get the beauty. I get the beauty of that ending, but man, you got to have some kind of finality and conclusion to it. There's something.
But can I do ready? Let me do the. If you just Google there's other videos that will explain it better than me. But okay. Let me do the 60-second explanation of why it's so brilliant and its purpose. And it's not like thinking this up after the fact. I've read interviews with I forget the guy's name, David something or other, the creator. There's 2 times in that final season where someone says to Tony Soprano, "When you die, you never see it coming." So that gets laid out twice. His brother Bobby says it to him in the canoe out in the boat when they hang out at the cabin. So he rolls up to the diner. He walks in, and they establish a pattern in that diner. Every time that the bell rings over the door, the point of view changes from camera showing you the diner to the POV of Tony, right? Okay. So you see the door. They show Tony walking towards the door. As soon as he pushes through the door, the bell rings. You see a view. It's a first-person view of Tony looking into the diner. He walks over to his chair, sits down. He's looking around at some people. You see someone else approach the door, the wife. She pushes the door. The bell rings. You see the point of view of Tony looking at her. She walks up, sits down. Same thing with a couple other characters. They walk in, bell rings. So they establish this little pattern. Then the dude, the sketchy-looking guy with the members-only jacket, walks in. Remember that guy, right? The sketchy-looking guy?
Yeah.
He walks in, he walks past him, and he goes to the bathroom. What's her name? Can't park, right? Blah, blah, blah. She's building a little tension. And then it peaks to when she walks to the door. The other guy's walking out of the bathroom from behind where Tony's coming. And as soon as Meadow pushes the door and rings the bell, we're supposed to cue back to point of view of Tony, and we get the black because the black is the point of view of Tony, and he just like masterfully showed you the death of Tony, but because he wanted you to like, he wanted the viewer to feel like they're Tony Soprano, and he didn't want to just go out in like a gory moment. You know what I'm saying? Boom, he died. Of course, he died.
I get it. I get that, but
that's some dope.
It shouldn't need to be debated about, and thought about so much. Like and laid out in YouTube videos and live streams on New Comic Book Day.
Like, then you'll hate Lost.
But no, dude, it's a great show. It's a fantastic show.
Yeah, it really is a great show. But yeah, there's a lot of dope shows. And then say we go with, so like I said, then there's half-hour comedies, right?
Yeah.
Because that's when you got to mention. He said Arrested Development. I think I agree with that. It's like a really good comedy. But top 5, let's see, because Curb Your Enthusiasm's
Married with Children.
Married Children, number 1, straight up, number 1. No doubt about it. Married with Children, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Office, American Office, obviously. You got one?
I always liked Seinfeld.
Seinfeld? Yeah, Seinfeld's good. What do you call it? Sanford and Son really is a great show. You big dummy! Elizabeth! This is the big one! Sanford and Son is so good. It really is good. Red Fox is funny.
I put Simpsons in that. It's not really a sitcom, but...
Yeah, you can kind of say Simpsons, though. Simpsons is... It tapered off a bit, but that's a heavy-hitting show, Simpsons, for sure. Comic Night is spot on with Homeland is a good show. The later seasons, they're all right, but like all the times that had that dude Brody in it.
Parks and Rec.
I didn't really watch that one. Homeland, great season. And Fargo, dude, Fargo was such a good show. Season 1 and season 2.
I keep hearing that. I haven't checked that one out yet. I'll have to take a look at it.
It's an FX show. Lamont had $1,000 per day coke habit.
Is that all?
Lamont. That's so fucking funny. That's why they worked at a scrapyard. They had to work cash business because Lamont was like wheeling and dealing. Oh, that's a funny fucking comment. Lamont had $1,000 a day coke habit. Good shit, Goat. That's a great one. Fargo is a comic book movie. For real, for real.
I like that.
It's like an indie comic. Yeah, dude. Oh, the actor in real life.
Well, good thing he's an actor. He makes some money. He can pay for his habits.
That 70s show, yeah, I can't be mad at that. Those are definitely classic shows that I've watched a bunch. That's for sure.
Oh, Big Lion Cat with the original shark jumper.
Ha, Fonzie. But as far as like, and this is a really short list because comic book TV shows, which I guess there's really not that many, right? I think we would just name Netflix shows. I mean, right? Is there really any? I know Lois and Clark would probably be on your list, right?
No, I watch the hell out of it because it has Superman, but it's not a great show.
No, yeah, there's not a lot of good comic TV shows.
But I enjoy it. That's not saying I hate it. But there's things that I'll watch and I'll be like, wow, this is rough. But I enjoy it. You know, I can.
Yeah, but you can objectively say, okay, this is not like a really well-crafted show with complex characters. Like, you know, you're grading on a curve because of your, you know, appreciation for the character and nostalgia and stuff.
I do love The Flash. I watched every episode of that.
Yeah.
It's not, but that's another one where it's not amazing, but I can enjoy it. You know, I can not think for an hour and be happy. So,
because like Deadly Class, Bake the Snake is right. He shouted out Deadly Class. Deadly Class is on track to being one of the best comic adaptation shows out there. They're doing a really good job with that show, dude. It's really good.
dude, your favorite book, The Watchmen, is gonna have a show coming out.
You don't even know how hype I am for that, bro. Jeremy Irons is gonna be Ozymandias.
Dude, he
JJ
is the voice of Darkseid in my head, like from Justice League and Superman.
Yeah, dude, he's such a good actor. Like
Yeah.
him as Alfred was dope. I can't wait. I'm just trying to stay calm until that shit comes out.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the Netflix ones, Daredevil. You know what someone mentioned? I heard someone mention today, because there's been a lot of speculation of like who's going to play the new Batman, right? Because it's all got announced. Matt Reeves dropping his own Batman movie.
Yep.
And somebody said Charlie Cox, the guy that plays Daredevil, would play a good young Batman. What do you think of that?
I think Charlie Cox is too short.
Like, he's not physically imposing enough, right?
Yeah, no. So I mean, but I'm open to it. You know, Hugh Jackman was too tall to be Wolverine, but you know, he I have a hard time thinking of someone else playing that character right now. But yeah,
I think Charlie Cox would look good in the cowl.
I just
got like a good.
Yeah, I want him to keep going as Daredevil. Like I want some way somehow for them to find a way to keep that show going.
I know. I hope that Marvel app or whatever reclaims those Netflix shows.
Yeah.
Or at least I think if they're smart, when the Marvel app pops up, Daredevil comes back, Punisher comes back, and then you just get a Heroes for Hire show. Just merge Luke Cage and Iron Fist for a season, see what happens, see if they can make it cool.
Yeah.
And leave Jessica Jones on the shelf. Because season 1 was cool. Season 2 was kind of trash.
Season 2 was the worst.
Yeah, season 2 was weak, dude.
And I really liked season 1 a lot, but season 2 was just, ugh.
Season 1 was solid. That Purple Man was a dope villain. He was like a creepy bastard.
Yep.
Biggie Shaq wants Hulk Hogan to play Batman.
Hey, I'm gonna hit the can real quick. I'll be right back.
All right, Hulkster Batman. Come on, Biggie Shaq. How about the Hulkster, brother? Yeah, I don't know about. Oh, here's a question I'll pose to the chat. If we got any wrestling heads in here, seriously, what wrestler would play a good Batman? We got any takers on that? Past or present, you know? I don't know. I feel like that guy. Ric Flair definitely could play a good Bruce Wayne. Styling, profiling, limousine riding, breaking your girl's heart. Yo, Comic Night with the pretty solid shout out, Bret the Hitman Hart as a Batman. Because Bret, dude, you ever see Bret Hart? He like, especially later in his career, he's kind of like a tortured soul, dude. Like Bret Hart has like pain behind his eyes, dude. And dude, D-Runk, Comic Night. Listen to this. I posed the question to the chat: which wrestler, past or present, would be able to play like a good Batman, right?
Yeah.
And Comic Night said Bret Hart, and I really like that. Like dark hair, good build for it, and like I was just saying how Bret Hart's got like pain behind the eyes, dude. Like Bret Hart's kind of like a tortured soul, you know.
That would be good.
Shawn Michaels could play, um, not Batman, but maybe like
Nightwing.
hmm, yeah, or maybe yeah, Nightwing, or like Jason Todd because he's such a sexy
Yeah.
boy. He's like prancing around. He's like, he thinks he's cute. He thinks he's sexy, but then he gets, but then he gets whacked with a crowbar.
Dude, Randy Orton.
Razor Ramon would be, um, Razor Ramon would be a good Mr. Freeze.
Or
Chill out, Chico. No, good. Actually, Razor Ramon could be Bane.
Yeah.
With that accent. Goldust equals Riddler.
The Gold Dust needs to be written off the series, whatever movie we're making.
Yeah, I like Goldust as Riddler. It'd be like, Batman, how many clowns does it take to screw in the light bulb?
Oh. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna loop that. This is I'm gonna have that on my channel. It's like a 10-minute loop.
Doink is Joker. Very nice. Ted DiBiase is definitely a supervillain. Ted DiBiase is Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's Luthor.
Right. That's totally Lex Luthor.
Either him or Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon is Lex Luthor. Okay. Coco Beware.
Who's playing Catwoman?
China.
I was gonna say Sable.
I want a stocky ass Catwoman.
China would have to be Wonder Woman.
I'm thinking China for Bane. Paul Bearer. Can we get Paul Bearer as Alfred?
I was gonna say Penguin for him.
Oh shit, dude. Well, hold on, Penguin. Because it depends how far back you want to go. Because like, Bobby the Brain Heenan, could be somebody. Miss Moolah. Yeah, Stacy Keibler's. Oh, Stacy Keibler is Harley Quinn.
I was gonna have Stacy Keibler be damn it, why can't I think the magician lady?
Oh, Zatanna.
Yeah. Them legs.
Them legs. Them legs for sure. This is a fun game.
Yeah.
What wrestlers can become superheroes? So we've been
The Rock is Black Adam.
We could do better than that. The Rock is, and don't forget, we got to cast Superman, the big dog.
Did you ever see the Saturday Night Live sketch where The Rock played Clark Kent, who had let himself go?
No.
Oh my lord! So it's set up in the office of the Daily Planet, and The Rock is dressed up like Clark Kent, but you can see like his costume is kind of like sticking out a little bit, and the cape is hanging out the back of his ass, and everyone there is pretending that like that they all know he's Superman, but they're not. They're like laughing about it behind his back, and oh my god, you got to look that up, man. That is just a classic SNL skit. It was his first ever appearance on Saturday Night Live. It was really good.
That does sound good.
Who's Stone Cold going to play?
Oh yeah, Stone Cold's got to be somebody. I mean, Stone Cold, like, maybe Deathstroke. Can be Slade, Slade Wilson.
Yeah, I can see that. Who do we got as Deadpool?
Deadpool.
No, who would be Deadpool? Not Stone Cold, but
right. Um, well, because Deadpool's like voice only, the way I see it, you know. So it'd be like, who's got a good voice for Deadpool? Probably The Rock, honestly. Maybe The Rock is Deadpool. If it's just him cutting promos on fools.
I was gonna say maybe CM Punk.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, actually, that's pretty good. That's pretty solid.
Stone Cold is Wolverine. There you go.
Stone Cold is Wolverine. We need Ultimate Warrior to be. Who's the most maniacal? We just need a madman for Ultimate Warrior. You know, who's just a yoked madman? Yeah, yeah. Even though his body type is not quite there, it kind of, you know, he definitely hulks the fuck out. That's for sure. Jimmy Hart as the Riddler is actually a really good pick. Yeah, definitely Riddler needs to be like a wrestling manager. Penguin. Isn't that funny that a lot of Batman's rogues gallery have the physique of wrestling managers and not wrestlers? Because they're fucking cerebral, dude. Like Bobby Heenan actually maybe could be, well, Gorilla Monsoon could be the ventriloquist, Scarface and ventriloquist.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I love that villain.
I really do too. I feel like that's an underused. And he's like, you know what he is? He's a good Batman villain. Because Batman villains, it's all about the psychologically demented, you know, villains. And he's such a good example of that. Like, talks to the puppet. Like this.
Did you ever watch the old Justice League cartoon in the 90s?
Yeah, not recently. Like,
okay,
when it aired, you know.
There was like an alternate reality one where like the Justice League took over the Earth. They were called the Justice Lords, and they went to Arkham, and all of the villains had two little dots in their forehead because Superman lobotomized them with his heat vision.
Oh,
and
shit.
you saw the ventriloquist, and the dummy also had two little burn holes in his forehead.
Ha, 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 ha. Nice, nice. Take care, Comic Night. Thanks for hanging out, dude.
Have a good night, man. Andre could be Andre. Good point.
Andre, I don't get it. Andre could be Andre?
Yeah, Andre would be Andre the Giant. Brock Lesnar would be Bane.
Yeah, I suppose he would. Yeah, not bad. I still feel like we started out probably the strongest with Bret Hart as Bruce Wayne.
No, that's a very good call.
I think that's the best.
The only thing that hurts that for me is I can't see Bret Hart with short hair.
Yeah, we can see it. Or just, dude, long hair Batman. It worked for Superman.
It did not work for Superman. You shut your mouth.
Come on, man. You didn't like that ponytail?
No. And then Clark Kent came back, and they both had long hair. Like, when were people going to start to connect the dots? Like, that had to be the time.
I know. Even though I can't lie, I kind of like long hair Superman. I feel like something looked kind of cool about that.
No, the look didn't bother me, but the story really took a dive during that time.
Yeah, right.
Like, it got really hard to read after he came back to life. Like, they had one cool run with Superman Doomsday Hunter Prey, and then after that, there wasn't a good book for a long time.
You know, it's funny because SWP mentions Goat. He mentions the Wonder Twins, and I read that Wonder Twins comic, Wonder Twins #1. And dude, I got to tell you, it was kind of entertaining. Like, you know what I liked about it? It's not a book that I'll continue to read or follow or anything because it's not really for me, you know. But because it's supposed to be like a teen book.
Yeah.
But dude, the art is clean. You know what I was surprised is they go straight Super Friends with it. It's like I thought it was just going to be the Wonder Twins in high school, right?
Mm-hmm.
But really, it's Wonder Twins. They're in high school, but most of that issue actually takes place in the Hall of Justice with the Justice League than it does in high school.
Okay.
So they're hanging out with the Justice League a whole bunch, and dude, it's like a fun read. I feel like that's a good example of like how to make a book for kids, but not like it's not like too dumbed down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the jokes were actually kind of hitting for me. The art is clean. Of like, I kind of like the way they draw the heroes. It's like a clean style, you know?
No, I get it.
So yeah, it's pretty fun. I was into it.
I'll
Some good
I don't know
comedic beats.
yeah. Right on. Well, hey, we got anything else to cover here, or should we get wrapping her up?
Not really, man. I think it's about ready to wrap this show up.
Right on.
Glad peeps hung out.
Yeah, man, we had a good crew here tonight.
Yeah.
I always like going back and watching these streams and reading all the chats. And I'm reading it while we're going too, but the chats make it a lot more entertaining. Like it's such a weird thing. Like I would never think like a year ago that I'd be doing something like this where I'm geeking out about comic books with someone that I don't know very well.
Yeah,
and getting to read the comments from people that are watching me talk about comic books. That it's, I don't know, it's pretty cool.
2019, baby.
Yeah, man, it's the best.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun fucking time.
Right on. Well, those were my closing thoughts. So,
well, I dig it. Appreciate you. AM, if you want to, because I remember you said you what do you call it? You doing some birthday night on the town this Friday, which is very good for you. Very exciting.
36 years old.
60 years young, baby.
Yeah.
AM, hit me up if you want to get a little Friday action going on. I am down for it. And that's it, man. Check out White Whale, John's Comics for Kids with the New Comic Book Day book club. And we'll catch you next time, all right?
All right.
Later.